Summer's gone, I'm latching on. Don't even know your name, but you're still in my head. Underneath rays of gold, your body oh so close. No, I can't forget, no. When I saw you on the dance floor, oh, I saw you who saw me first. I guess it's history now and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud, didn't catch your name over this crowd. Girl, you should wear a necktie, cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a necktie.
Hi and welcome to Good Morning Toolmart with Ben Apsey, and I'm Dale Nicholson, more than just a postcode, and I'm a champion today, mate. A champion.
We are the champions?
We are the champions. Friday the 5th of February, we're getting away. 5th of February, all the technical gear's working today, so big thanks to Luke from...
5th of February?
5th of February.
Last month.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Is it? Yeah, it is too, yeah. A low of 17, got under the doona again last night. High of 30, currently it's about 19 degrees, 10% chance of rain coming up late tonight, mate. So, woke up this morning, it's just misty all over Toowoomba, so at least there's a bit of moisture in the air, which is really good.
Nice if it was a bit of rain over the dams.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm sure, as we've said before, the councillors be all wishing that as well. So, mate, we had some technical problems Wednesday, so there's a bit of stuff I just want to talk about. Some date claimers. So big a load of Gay Hold. She's at home recuperating after a back operation.
True champion.
Yep.
And trooper.
Definitely, and dealing with some pain there. Colin Town. Colin had a big BCC taken out of the side of his face. Mate, he must have 40 stitches in there. Ooh, it was massive. So big shout out to Colin. I think he's still resting up in hospital. To Ross, he's in hospital as well down in Brisbane. How are you, Ross? Give you a ring again today. And Annette Blaine's in hospital as well. So just get well, people. Jeez. Boy, oh boy, there's a few people we know not, and you've got to have your health. Hey, I'm pretty lucky, so I'm going to go and get a medical though. I just think...
I did the old dental check on... Monday afternoon, so...
Oh, cool. Good on you, mate. Some dates coming up, the 27th of March, TGW, the Great White, and Smithy's Promotions, Fight Night at Rumours. There'll be 10 rounds on the card. Heavyweights fights, the Herminator versus Big Joel Goodall for the WBC Australasia title. So tickets are available from tomorrow. So you can ring Smithies, give a call on 0438 891 838.
And that's in...
Beer Rumours International. Yeah. So back on, getting the numbers back together, mate. So
that's good. Be limited tickets, though, I imagine, with COVID rules.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Probably won't be as big as some of the big nights we've had. So Saturday the 20th of March, it's disco, it's a sing-along, it's bingo. At St Pat's.
Oh, yeah.
50 years of bingo at St Pat's. Can you believe that? Good old Catholics giving away prize money. It's going to be hosted by Lee Faulkner.
The Catholics and their gambling. Actually, interesting fact.
Yeah.
People wouldn't know it, but the largest amount of poker machines in the country owned by Woolworths.
Really?
Woolworths, the gambling people.
Okay. I didn't know that. There you go.
Because they've got all the pubs and clubs all around the place.
Right. Okay.
Collectively, they have the most amount of poker machines.
Gee. Far out. I didn't know that, and I'm in the industry. $50 per person to go to this bingo event. Tables of 8. It's 18 plus only, and it's a licensed event, so that should be a good night. A bit of fun.
On the wine, 69.
You can't do that anymore. I used to go to bingo with Mum and Dad, and some of the calls you would just not be able to do anymore.
Number one?
No, stop it. Stop it. Next Friday night, the 12th of February, have you ever seen Connor Sharp play his saxophone?
No, I have not.
Mate, he's been on ABC. The guy who put In Excess together, they did a show where he had to play the sax. It's a music show, I forget what it's called. But Connor's playing up at the Toowoomba Jazz Club. It's at North Toowoomba Bowls Club. And the band is called the Connor Sharp Quartet. So they're coming up from Brisbane. Connor, local boy, had a heart attack when he was younger. Life flight flew him down to Brisbane, and his mum went down as well, Wendy. She's a good friend of mine. But he came through with that, and that was part of this show he did on ABC, was thanking one of the men that helped him, when he was crook. So, mate.
And then we've got AvQ at Empire Theatre.
Yeah,
that's
Yep.
That's coming up.
It's coming up. So that's in the 8th, isn't it? No, 18th to the 20th. So
February.
if you haven't seen the interview...
Sesame Street on crack.
Yeah, just
get in and see it. It'd be awesome night.
Leave the kids at home. Mate, there's a cold case in Toowoomba they're trying to solve. 20 years ago, an arborist went missing. He was in Toowoomba. Then he went down to Brisbane, withdrew $3,000 cash and went missing. So Queensland Police have offered a $250,000 reward for any information on the suspected cold case killing of Toowoomba arborist Stephen James Goodsmith more than 2 decades ago. The reason why they're doing the $250,000, someone has some information and they're trying to get that person back to shed some light on what happened to him. But, mate, it was on shows all through, like 10 years ago, I remember watching, they had a missing person show. This is one cold case that hasn't been solved in Toowoomba and they're trying to get that. So if you know any information, please let police know. It is Stephen James Goldsmith, went missing 20 years ago. So very strange indeed. Mate, what else do I want to talk about? Bushfires are entering the 5th day in WA, so pretty scary.
We're coming out of lockdown over there, and Victoria's gone into restriction mode again.
The organisers of the Australian Open are really worried. There's thousands of tests to be done today. Not sure it's going to kick off Monday.
It was interesting listening to Triple J, and they were talking about how they felt down in Melbourne about it all. And someone called in and went, well, they've done the hard yards. They spent so long getting rid of it in lockdown with all those draconian rules. And yet the sport's allowed to come in and do whatever they feel like and spread the virus on special exemption.
I know. Crazy.
And yet arts and entertainment can't restart, travel can't restart, but sport, no issues. No, the sports people are gods when it comes to coronavirus. They cannot get it.
It's been the NRL, AFL.
Now the tennis.
Cricket.
I think Australians are starting to get over their love of sport and the special exemptions that they're giving. Because they're weighing up going, oh, well, we need it for the economy. Yeah, but what about all the thousands of small businesses and medium-sized businesses that cannot operate if they're in lockdown? Because of the receivership,
sport.
So, well, a huge travel company yesterday, Toucan Travel, went down the toilet.
Oh wow!
They've been around since
Toucan the bird, or
okay.
So
1986, they've been around since and gone.
Wow. Scary stuff, mate. Scary stuff. Big shout out to Neil, our friend Neil at CGD Group, the Coffee Gazette. He sent an email out last night. 20% more cafes have taken on the Coffee Gazette. That's probably because there's a lot more cafes since COVID. It's strange, isn't it? Oh, Junction's the name of Pony Expresso has changed its name to Junction.
Junction.
Yeah, so it's opened. I think it's opening very soon. So
the kebab shop up the road is almost open. They have their COVID QR code check-in. The commercial bins are sitting out the front this morning.
That's right.
So they are ready to go.
Okay, tell us about those commercial bins, the blue bins. What's the story with that?
So they're just like a wheelie bin, but they're commercial. So you pay directly through JJ Richards instead of through council on your rates. But every business in the CBD, every building has a set of standard domestic waste bins.
Right, okay,
And then there's the commercial waste ones.
Okay, righto. Luke and I were trying to work that out this morning, so there you go.
The blue ones are commercial, the ugly green ones with the red, yellow and bright green lids, they're just the standard.
Right, okay. So the Coffee Gazette is back out now in print form. You'll also find it on the internet on Facebook as well. But it is a good read and it's a good local publication and advertising local businesses around town, which we're all about. Think local, support local, buy local. So if you can do that, please, that would be great.
Travel mugs, not open tomorrow. I'm going away on a holiday.
Hey, good on you, mate. I've got to work this weekend, so...
Which I booked through my travel agent, myself. People don't realise that they can book hotels through travel agents.
Well, I see on your Globetrotters Facebook page some of the packages coming out, and they're quite good. 2, 3, 4 nights accommodation down in Brisbane and up north. So
and they're for 2 people. A lot of those are for 2 people. That's not the per person price. It's the price for the room for the 2 nights or the 3 nights. So.
That's great, mate. I caught up with Michael yesterday up at Grand Central. He's got gluten-free donuts. Boy, what a business he has there. It's just outside of Big W. Great guy. Actually went and had a coffee with him, had a good chat about markets and that sort of thing and events.
New trader, getting coffee elsewhere.
Well, he shouted. He
there
shouted
you
the
go.
coffee. So, but there's a funny story. I won't tell you on here, but he a lady came up and she said, "Oh, you got gluten-free water?" He goes, "Yeah, it makes you feel really good." She took a sip to go, "I feel incredible." But look, Michael is a great guy. Not only do you get great service when you see him, you get great donuts, and he has a bit of a chat to you while you're there because he loves to talk. So he's all about customer
I think anyone
service.
that works in hospitality and tourism, they love to talk to people.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we do.
That's what we're good at.
Right. 6th of March, mate, I'm taking the weekend off, so you can stay in Toowoomba and work. I'm heading out to Stanthorpe. It's for the South East Queensland finals of the National Busking Championships.
Oh.
So I'm hooking up with Andrew and Jody from Join the Adventure,
It's
and we're
not
going to do.
not the apple and grape.
No. It's the committee of the Apple and Grape.
Put this on.
Do put this on, and what
Okay.
happens is there's all these businesses that support it. There's buskers out there, and the buskers move around all the different shops.
Sounds
And
like Streets and Lanes Festival.
it is. It's similar to that. So yeah, it's a very, very good weekend. So if you want to get out and support Stanthorpe, the 6th of March, join the adventure with Jody and Andrew and myself from More Than Just a Postcode. We're going to be out there, and we'll live stream some of the events that are happening there as well. No doubt we'll have some wine and some great Stanthorpe food. And speaking of Stanthorpe again, Leanne out at Vintage Roads, she owns, as you're driving there, you'll see Vintage Roads. They're a second-hand dealership there just before McDonald's. She's got a tomato farm. They really struggled last year, and they've been struggling through the drought. Guess what? They've had a bumper crop at the moment. Everything's bumper at the moment in Stanthorpe. There's lots of fruit and veg and
tomatoes?
grapes. Well, tomatoes. She said they've got their best crop ever, and unfortunately, the price is down. Tomatoes are down. I think. What would you be, Luke? I paid $3 at Coles.
$5.90 a kilo at Woolies.
Yeah, well, I paid $3.20 at Coles the other night. So, and what she's saying is, look, we've had. All she's asking is when you buy your tomatoes, just pick up an extra one, and that might just help push along the sales because, just want to get the volume. She's not asking for any handouts. The farmers aren't asking for handouts. Just if you can buy an extra tomato or two, and that you would normally, not buy, and that might help them out a bit.
Have some tomato and cheese and crackers over the weekend.
Yeah, oh good, yep, yeah, do that. Enjoy it with a
planning.
nice wine. I know EJ loves a wine, so cool. Where are you heading to? Or is it secret?
Down the Gold Coast.
Gold Coast, nice, okay. Mate, we'll just quick talk. Luke showed me an article from Channel 7 last night.
Oh.
Investigation on the Ipswich City Council.
Which one? The current one, the previous one, or the one before that?
Well, some of the ratepayers aren't really impressed. Now, to me, mate, if you got into council, I got into council, it'd be a full-time job.
Yeah, it is.
You would get someone into your coffee shop and try and disassociate yourself from it.
It's still a conflict of interest, though.
$156,000 a year. They're the highest paid councillors in Australia. One of them has a cafe, still working in the cafe. One's an accountant. She says she's got a manager in the business. Luke and I think she's telling the truth. And there's an NBN installer.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey? So they're still working.
If you wanted to trust someone to stuff up an installation, or anything really, or the design or the front facade of a building, you'd call NBN Co, hey? You only have to look at the buildings in the CBD to see how rubbish a job NBN Co installers do at installing that equipment.
Yeah. So there's a bit of division down there. Some of the ratepayers are saying they should be working full-time. The Chamber's CEO of Ipswich said it's good that they've got some skin in the game in business down there. I don't know.
Well, it's the same up here. I mean, we used to have, Mike Williams had the Western store down on Russell Street. Jeff McDonald's got Cracker Print and Paper, and he does have
properties in CBD. Yep.
And he's got the management team in there, and he takes care of.
James does the boxing at ringside. He's got his own show that he does.
Megan O'Hara Sullivan works in the optometry. Seen still as an optometrist.
Still stuff going on. And to wrap up for the day, mate, Macquarie Dictionary have come out for the word of the decade.
COVID-ing?
Fake news.
Oh.
It's now
It's one
officially
word?
the word of... Well, that's what I was reading this article today, and I thought, that's two words.
Is it hyphenated? Fake news?
It's just fake news, and it's all based on Trump talking about that. So it's the word of the decade. Other words that have turned up, Karen,
Yeah, that's a good one.
mansplain. Ugh. Me Too, thanks to Harvey Weinstein, getting that one out there. Single use, based on plastic bags and the environment, and first world problems.
Hashtag.
So yeah.
I'm surprised hashtag wasn't a word.
So there you
Hashtag sorry not sorry.
yeah. Sorry. Okay, that wraps it up, mate. Have a great weekend away. Travel Mugs is closed tomorrow, but open today if you want to grab a coffee. So, you mate, I'll just work. You go away and just enjoy your weekend. We'll be back Monday. You can tell us. No. I'd be interested to get your feedback on how the Gold Coast is going and see, the shops and the businesses.
I'm still down there Monday.
Oh, am I flying solo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've thrown him under the bus. You're flying solo Monday.
Right, well, are you around Monday, Luke? Or yep. Okay. It'll be me solo here on Monday.
You can get a guest in. If you want to come on the show with Daryl on Monday, let him know.
Okay, let me know. So we'll have to get in pretty early, Luke, because I think I've got to manage at 8 o'clock. So we might have to do a show at 7. So, righto, that's it. Daryl Nicholson, More Than Just Postcode. Big shout out to Stanthorpe people. Looking forward to the Busking Festival on the 6th of March.
As always, subscribe on YouTube. Remember to like and share us on Facebook. I'm Ben Apsey.